Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Matt Shad, and this is another episode of the Zoot Report, Sunroof Edition. Let's go. Woo! How y'all doing today? It is Friday Eve, Thor's Day. That's right, day named after Thor. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, whatever. There's only two genders, by the way. And that's what we're going to talk about. The natural order of things. Yeah. The natural order of things. There is male and there is female. And there are distinct differences between the two, physically and mentally. And you're just lying to yourself if you think there's more genders than two. Traditionally. So, okay, yeah, sure, exceptions to the rule. There's always exceptions to the rule. But you don't get to feel, you don't get to change your gender. Unless, of course, you're a shrimp or a fish or a worm. I don't think Homo sapien is any of those things. We do not have that power to shape shift. There's no shape shifting in our DNA. There is some, but not in the way of a gender. So embrace the gender. Embrace the gender of God's choice for you, creation's choice for you. Whatever the case may be, you're man, you're woman. There is really no in between. If there is, there's exceptions to the rule. That's the exception to the rule, and that doesn't happen much. Not much deviation from that. But of course, through social engineering, which this goes way back, okay? Way back. I mean, what the fuck you doing? Talk about ISIS and, on Inanna, Loki, Odin. The gods could do it. You can't do it. But they trick those that have some type of, I don't know, gender dysphoria, I guess you could call it. Inject people with relativism. Because that's what relativism is, believing that you can be whatever you want to be. It's not the case. The universe does not work that way. So until such time that the gods or God intervenes, allows people to change at will their fundamental characteristics of their being, state of being, you're stuck with your gender. That is the way it is. Welcome to life. It is not subjective. Gender is not subjective. Right? It is objective. But through relativism and social engineering, whatever. Now, that being said, there is sexuality, and the way I look at it, if you're sexually sexual proclivities, but I can't even speak. Damn. If you have that sexual desires and fantasies and fetishes, that's you. That's on you. That's straight up debaucheryism. You're going against, the Bible calls it the abominations. It is definitely one of the abominations, right? Also goes against the natural order of things. Biology 101. So there are cases where it does happen, and it's mainly for population control. It really is. It's right now we are seeing it being played out. Population control on purpose. In the wild, in other species, it happens for overpopulation. When overpopulation happens, there's a lot of, and of course dominance, humiliation, dominance, that kind of thing, right? But it's to cull the population and to weaken the male species and the female species. That is why we have way too many people that believe in relativism, because it is engineered that way. It is on purpose. Oh man, we got us a slow down. We got us a traffic jam. Oh, jam. We're gonna be at this for a while, folks. So settle in. So, with all that being said, right, what are the roles of male and female? I guess it kind of differs from species to species, but it relatively stays the same, right? Male is the fertility, right? The seed slinger, if you will, the planter, plants into fertile ground, finds fertile soil. You see this in plants as well. Flowers with pistils and stamens, pollination. There's a reason why that old religions had this fertility rites and fertility rituals, because it literally reproduces itself over and over again in nature. For you Hindus out there, you know about the lingams. The lingam, basically it's the god penis. And that's the idea. That's the part of the creation story, is that Brahma came down and mated with the Ganges, and created life. Man has potency in his seed. Man has the ability ability to fertilize eggs. I'm trying to watch traffic here. Lots of shit going on. Lots of moving parts, let me tell you. Somebody's smoking up ahead. I think it's a diesel truck. Three-lane highway, and everybody's slamming on their damn brakes for some reason. So, at our core, we know the fundamental roles, right? And there's urges involved in that. The natural order of man, the natural order of woman. Man has that desire to plant his seed, and the woman has the desire to have a child, to bear fruit from that seed. To be fertilized and to bear fruit, a child. Maternity. That's a very strong urge in women. Very strong. I mean, there's women that, you've heard the stories. They just want a baby. The biological clock is ticking, and they want a child so bad, they'll sleep with anyone. And man has, man is promiscuous. Throughout history, man has been very promiscuous. It's that almost an uncontrollable urge, which it's not uncontrollable, by the way. But it was more prevalent throughout history. Man would have different wives, many wives. And a woman can have one child and be fine. She is content. Right? No, she got a child, she raised it. She doesn't want another one, right? And who would blame her? Childbirth is absolutely horrendous. Looks like a very bad deal. Very painful ordeal. Right? But it's absolutely beautiful. It is the creation, it is the emergence of life into this world from her womb. So that's fundamentally man and woman's job, is to procreate, to create life, to push the species, right? To ensure the survivability of the species. Some would call that intelligent design, would it not? I think I would argue it is intelligent design. And yeah, there's pleasure involved in the whole act of fertilization. It's the biology of man and woman. Completely different, I guess, I don't know. Just what I've heard, it's different. The ecstasy is different for man and woman. Oh, now we got cops involved. So, there's that role, which has been celebrated throughout time. Fertility is fertility. Potency is potency. Virility. And there's X amount of time that a man and a woman are at their peak reproductive stage, if you will. Right? They are at their peak performance of reproduction. everybody knows about, you know, the man with the wet dream and the women with their periods, right? That's after that. That's right there. That's the peak. Oh shit! It's this lane. Okay, get the fuck over. Yeah, thank you. Macedonia. You're supposed to get over, big boy. Yeah. I guess you're not. Okay. Means I can roll on. I can roll on down through here. Okay. That's good. I don't know. Cop in the middle of the road for no reason. Whatever. So what are the other roles of man and woman? Woman is made differently. They are made for reproduction. They're actually made for longevity. They're not as strong as men because they don't need to be. They have other strengths. Their role is to raise the child and to stick around for the child at least 15 to 18 years, depending on our longevity, which keeps pushing, right? By the way, you know, there used to be this thing called the family unit, right? Where you would have 3 generations living and working together for a very long time, forever, and it would keep going. It was something that continuously, it was ongoing and continuous. You know, man would find woman, man gives woman child, woman bears child, child grows up, bears children of its own. The original man and woman become the matriarch and the patriarch, the grandma, the grandpa. The kids help raise, you know, the kids tend to their ailing, to their old and ailing mom and dad while raising their own kids. Then those kids indeed grow up to have kids of their own. It's a perpetuating family unit. You don't see a lot of that. You do see it in other cultures, right? You do. Strong family units, strong family ties, going all the way back to the beginning. You know, some families can trace their lineage for thousands of years. But the man, the matriarch and the patriarch, the man and a woman, bear children, and so on and so forth. And the original man and woman, they become the matriarch and the patriarch. And you have sons and daughters, and grandsons and granddaughters, so on and so forth. The matriarch and the patriarch, the older man and woman, they're the wisdom. They teach all the youngers. They show them the way. And in turn, they take care of them. Because now they can't do the things they used to do. They can't be the protector. They can't be the nurturer. They can't produce for their family. Eskimos had an interesting way of dealing with that. When an elder felt that they were a a hindrance to the family, they would just kind of walk off onto an iceberg somewhere and float away. The Indians, they had, you know, the old man, the old woman would just walk off into the wilderness. You know, meet their end by a bear, or wolves, or something. Right? But also, and probably the most beautiful ending is to be surrounded by their loved ones, by their lineage as they pass on. That's the most beautiful. I think the most natural, the best way. They die knowing that their lineage carries on, and their lineage is good to go. They have passed on all their knowledge, all their skills, and the family unit will survive and carry on. And it takes man and woman to do that. And both have their roles, right? The man is the protector. The man is the provider. The man is the builder. The man is the destroyer. The man is strong. And he stays strong for quite some time. Not as long as the women. Women have longevity. Women usually outlive the men. Because what happens when you burn the candle at both ends, you burn out quickly. That's the price that men pay for being men. Some cultures realized and respected that. That's why men were usually, especially in the North, right? They were expected to die in battle, die in the great hunt, die doing something, you know, manly and strenuous, dangerous. Whereas a woman was expected to die quiet in their bed, in their bed chambers, whatever. After all their children had grown up. I lost my sister when she was in her 20s. My mom lost her daughter, right, basically. And it's great sadness. It's a great sadness. You know, and my mom, it's profound, but, you know, she said that a parent should never outlive their children. You know, that's the natural order of things. The parents and the grandparents should pass away for their children. You know, children should grow old and become them, become grandmothers and grandfathers. The man is the protector. The man is the provider. The man is strong for a reason. We have broad shoulders for a reason. That's why we were designed, that intelligent design again. That's why we were designed that way. It's not just for aesthetics. All you gym bros. It's actual purpose. To work, to fight, to build, to be strong enough to carry the weight, carry the load. And there's intelligence that comes with that as well. Women, that's the physical part of man. The mental part of man is that we deal with stress differently. We absorb it. We compartmentalize it. We know we're going to have a stressful life. Physically, mentally, whatever. It meshes together, right? And the man gets a lot of anxiety if he can't provide for his family, if he feels inadequate, right? You know, it's a thankless job. It is. It's a very thankless job being man. And man code requires that we just suck it up and keep moving, keep going, keep pushing forward. Keep picking up the weight. Carry the water, carry the backpack, right? The pack is never off. The weight is never off your shoulders. To the day you die. Man is man. And man is expected to be man until the day he's died. Even after he's dead. Because a man has to provide something. Here's my parting gift for you. So everything we do as men is honorable. And it's stoic. I mean, Father's Day. I mean, Mother's Day. Mother's Day, as far as like sales, it goes off the charts. Women get everything. Of course they get everything. They're queens, right? Of course. They get diamonds, they get chocolate, they get cars, they get all these things on Mother's Day. What do men get? Socks and power tools. Socks and underwear. Hey, I wouldn't mind just getting socks and power tools. And a card. Happy Father's Day. Maybe a Father's Day meal. But we're built differently, and we deal with it differently. We're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay. Like, yeah, okay. Cool, thank you, yeah. That one day of appreciation. And then the rest of the time is, let's go. We gotta work. Gotta go to work. Gotta do stuff. Work our fingers to the bone. Sacrificing everything. Blood, sweat, tears. Everything. No tears. No, man's not allowed to cry. Man's not allowed to be emotional. Man has to be stoic. Man has to be the pillar of power. Man has to be the rock, the foundation that the whole family is built upon. That's his job. That's his role. And when man cannot do that, man is called upon to fight and die for the cause, for the country, because his wife's not going. Some do. I know. Some do. Yeah. But I'm speaking traditionally, right? That's what I'm doing. Speaking traditionally here. There's exceptions to the rule, of course. But we have to understand and remember the traditional roles of man and woman. It's the way that we're wired. It's the way that we're built. Man is not to be showing doesn't even show emotion with his bros, with his boys. It's a joke. It's a yeah. Well, you know what? We do listen to each other. We do talk, but it's different. It's not a bitch fest. Literally, it's not a it's hey, I know you're going through some things, man. Just you got to be strong. We're motivating each other. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I need to stop being a bitch. I need to nut up or shut up, right? Nut up and shut up. Yeah, you're right. But hey, how about you do something smart instead of hard? Or we give each other. We fix things. We fix things. That's what we do. So we fix each other. Iron sharpens iron, right? I want my brothers to be invincible. They want me to be invincible. Because we serve each other. We help each other. Because we're expected to. We're expected to help and serve our families. Our friends and our families, our loved ones, everything. Whether it's your relatives, whether it's your immediate family, your wife, your kids. Man has to be man. Man has no time to cry. Man has no time to bitch about his feelings because it does him no good. there. We produce, we protect, we fix. So if I come to my brothers and I tell them I got a problem, boom, they give me solution. They give me different options. You can do this, you can do that, you can do. See, we provide solutions. Women, a little different. A man, if he had a bad day, things didn't go well, we had failures. Yep, I know. Look at my my video failures. We failed in the day. Our day just turned to shit. All our plans went to crap. Nothing we did and the boss is yelling at us, or our best cow just got killed by wolves, and oh man, now there's no meat, now there's no milk for the family. I mean, we just failed, right? The best thing that we can do is to be alone. There's no talking about it. Just give me my tasty beverage, let me prop my feet up and watch the game. I'll be fine. Let me go play with my toys, right? Play with my dolls, right? Play with my action figures. Let me go do something. Let me retreat to my man cave or my garage or whatever, so I can just piddle around on stuff. So I can just do something to get my mind off of that, to focus on something else, or do nothing. That works too. Doing nothing. Sitting back and relaxing. Recuperating from the loss. Ladies, you're wired a little bit differently. Ladies have to allow the full range of emotions to cascade over them and to emote. Fear, anger, regret, humiliation, all these things. And man just wants to be left. Man wants to do the honorable thing and suck it up, carry the burden, like, yeah, nothing's wrong, it's okay. And if we do share, the woman finds it as being a sign of weakness. And so do the men. But anyway, women have to emote. Women have to get it out. Women have to lay it all on the table. Scream and yell and laugh and cry at each other. So the best thing for women to do is actually have a ladies' night and sit around and bitch about us men. I mean, really, it is better for women to talk it out amongst themselves. No man present. Just ladies, go ahead and talk shit, because it makes you feel better, and it works with your psyche. To be able to get it out, you feel so much better. Go have a martini night with the girls, whatever, bridge club, whatever, and bitch about us men, right? Just keep in the back of your mind that us men are not talking about you, really. I mean, we might, yeah, sure, That's man code, though. We're not gonna tell you, and we really don't. Actually, we're just fucking bullshit. Fishing or something, Your problems are minuscule to ours. And man wants to fix things, right? And man will be there. I wanted to talk about this. If wife gets sick, this is if wifey gets sick or child gets sick, man will do anything he can. Anything he can do to be there and help, to provide. He'll rob, steal, and kill to provide for his family, for his sick and dying wife or whatever. He will stay there to the bitter end, like a loyal dog. Women, you're going to get pissed off at this, but you know it's true. If a man gets sick, he can no longer be man, provide for you. Majority of women cannot take it, cannot stay by the man's side. They just are not wired that way. They have to run away. Now, that's the majority. You ladies out there, I know a lot of ladies that have stuck by their man through thick and through thin, through sickness and health, rich or through poor, that kind of shit. But a woman, it is ingrained in them to find the most prosperous man, the strongest man, the most virulent man. And they hang on to that. When things change, which they do, that's where women just lose it. Because they don't understand. They don't get it. And their emotions run rapid. They don't know what to do except run away. Except leave. Find another man. It's just the way they're wired. And it's, you think about it, it is for the survivability of the species. It is. It's an evolutionary quirk. Because man would, in the past, man would probably cheat anyway. But if man stops being manly, then woman must find more manly men. That's just the way it is. Natural selection, if you will. And so that urge for woman to leave is overwhelming. And the uncertainty. So shout out to you ladies out there that stick by your man's side and that are absolutely honorable. It's an amazing, beautiful, honorable thing that you're doing. And there's a lot of anxiety. You women that do that stick by your man, through thick and through thin, there's a lot of anxiety. I mean, men feel it too, but we carry it. We carry it differently than women. So yeah, segue into this. Check out Faith. That's right, Faith Fuego. She is sticking by her man's side. His man, her man is out of surgery. He's at home now, and he had a stroke. I think he's blind, temporarily blind, or is going blind. I'm not sure of the details. Please check out. Go to Faith Fuego. Like, sub, share, subscribe, and check out her videos concerning the matter. And she does have Cash App, PayPal that I know of. I know of Cash App and PayPal. So hit up Cash App. I know is Faith Ferro 7. And so she's having to take care of her husband, her kids, the house, the dog, all by herself. And with high anxiety, not knowing where money's going to come from. So, please, if you are so inclined, please donate to the cause. Faith Fuego. We need her in a better state of mind, in a stable environment, so she can keep making bat brick. Yes, bat brick. That's right. This is bat brick. She's an absolute creative soul. Creative. She's a creative. She's more creative than I am. So support that. Support those ladies. I mean, ladies. You ladies out there, you support each other. You sisters. Y'all have a sisterhood. Support each other. Give each other that emotional support that only a sister can do. You know? Or a mother. men, we just can't do that. All right, we can't coddle. We're not the coddling type. Yes, we have a sensitive side. Yes, we have, but we're fixers, right? Give me a problem, I give you a solution. It's that simple. It's also that hard. So that's how we're wired. You know. So please feel free to hit up Faith Fuego and show her some love in these trying times. She's going through some high anxiety, and she's doing the most honorable thing I've ever seen a woman do, and that's take care of her man. She's stepping up, and she's having to carry the weight of the world on her shoulders while her man is down. And who knows how long he'll be down. This might be permanent. That's the kind of anxiety that a lot of women face. So imagine that. A lot of women just want to run. That's it. We're out. Nope, screw you, I'm out. Can't deal. Can't cope. That's the majority, right? Like I said, there's always exceptions to the rule, and I know a lot of you ladies that are my subscribers are exceptions to the rule, and you're absolutely honorable. You know, that's the thing about man too. Man world is honor, respect, you know, having a code of conduct, adhering to the man code, the man laws. And there's women that do it too. So, you know, it's expected. So that's man and woman, male and female, in a nutshell, I guess. It's the natural order of things. In any way of trying to deviate is deviance and debauchery, and the absolute assurance that species will deteriorate and go extinct. It's been done many times. All right, Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, ring a bell. There's no more city called Sodom and Gomorrah. It's gone. It destroys itself. Debauchery destroys a civilization, a community. Even if that community is based on that said debauchery, it is the absolute extinction of a community. And it starts with the most basic natural order of things. Man and woman. Male and female. Matriarch and patriarch. Ooh, that was my, what the hell? Something in my undercarriage. Oh. So yeah, thank you all for. Yeah, if you've noticed that, I didn't go down that whole sexual road. I mean, you know, basically touched on it. It's not the natural order of things. Like I said, it is the destruction of said order. So, thank you all for hanging out with me today on this Zoot Report Sunroof Edition. That's right. Deploy knife hands. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, we're gonna do something special Friday, maybe Saturday. See what happens for Faith Fuego. So Faith, feel free to email me or something. get some details, and you know, going through some things, and she needs our help. So, whatever you can do, right? So thank you all for hanging out with me today. Skull.